If you go through ISA 500 and ISA 530 read together, it says that ISA 530 only applies when we decide to use audit sampling. Audit sampling is not mandatory, as I said. You can come to an opinion specific items, but then you need to show that how you arrive at the, how you obtain the sufficient appropriate audit evidence, and on the evaluation of which, how it enabled you to state that the financial statement as a whole are not materially misstated. Professional judgment. But the professional judgment doesn't mean that you select X item, Y item without any, Yes, the basis has to be there, of course. So audit sampling. So we have covered audit sampling in quite detail now in this chapter. So it provides a reasonable guidance if you look at this, and this also has been thoroughly revised and redrafted. It's a very conceptual chapter when you go through it. We have already gone through it. Now this chapter discusses various methods that are available for selection. Selection method, what are the significance of each method that we have selected, okay? The significance and the limitation of each method. What are the limitation of each method? And we have given practical examples, okay? And how to compute the how to use the random table, and even how to generate the random table. Random table you can generate on your Excel sheet. It's very easy. But all this is necessary when you decide what type of sampling procedures you want to use. Whether you want to go to a statistical sampling or you want to go to non-statistical sampling. Okay. As far as the statistical sampling is concerned, we are quite scared how to do that. Okay. Because statistical sample, there are two things which are two basic characters which has to be complied with in order to call any sampling to be statistical one. Number one, the selection must be at random. That means every item has an equal chance. In other sampling method, every item has a chance of being selected. But in the statistical sampling, every item needs to have an equal chance of being selected. Okay? So every item has its non-probability of being selected. And then the evaluation should be according to probability theory. So this makes the life quite difficult. So I have studied the sampling methods being followed by the, I've seen big two, okay, so I have studied the audit sampling being followed by one of the two big fours, and I have seen that it is almost practically very difficult and it's inefficient to follow statistical sampling. So normally we go through a non-statistical sampling, and I doubt whether we call it a sampling or not, but that gives us I would say a very satisfactory, I would say help and assistance to come to a conclusion that we have obtained sufficient appropriate audit evidence. So non-statistical sampling method, actually what do we do, where we have given also the the methods, different methods that normally, for example, if the population consists of say 10 million, okay, and out of 10 million debtors we see that there are 5 million debtors, 5 debtors of 1 million each. So what do? We definitely check these 5 debtors, and for the rest we then go for other procedures like systematic selection or whatever, whether you want to go to apply the statistical sampling. Or you see now the computer assisted audit techniques are available. So the defect in statistical sampling is that your sample may not be representative of the remaining characteristics of the population, because we are dealing not with numbers, we are dealing with values, mind it. So for us the values are very important rather than numbers. Okay. For example, a debtors consisting of 10 million, so we need to have a satisfaction over the value that in all the material value that we have covered in that debtor balances. Okay, so all these things, why I am actually giving you all the brief to you, because these things we have covered in our manual in detail, and actually the idea is to create an interest in you so that you can visit the manual and look at it and see for yourself whatever has been discussed over here are there or not, or some of them you, as I already seen, already gone through it, they would probably advocate me. So these matter. Furthermore, we have given the various methods how to project the errors to the calculation. Okay, you will find it quite simple. There are two methods available. One is ratio method, okay, and the other one is a unit method, number method. So those two methods have also been given, projection method, and we have also given a practical example how to interpret the results. The results that you have applied sampling procedures, तो पूरी आप देखेंगे कि आपके पास वर्कड एग्जांपल्स दी हुई है उसमें कि किस तरह से हमने सैम्पलिंग की, आखिर में रिजल्ट क्या आया, एंड हाउ डिड वी डील विद दोज, हाउ डू वी डील विद दोज रिजल्ट्स. ओके, so it's a quite lengthy, it's that we don't have that much time to discuss all that, so I would request you to go through and the website, on the website I think the audit sampling, my workshop on audit sampling is available. You can also visit the website and YouTube पर भी है, YouTube पर ही है actually, so you can go through and that you will see the presentation. And that will give you a very good idea of as to what is audit sampling. Okay, chapter 15, as I said, is the lengthiest chapter. Why? It consists of sample audit programs. अब admittedly it is not possible कि हम हर फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट की हर सिचुएशन पे एक ऑडिट प्रोग्राम बनाएं, वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. ठीक है, तो what was practical for us, so we did it. So we have done it and we have tried to put it maximum, assertions, how to verify those, what to do. So we have given a sample audit program. Again, you can develop your own, you can modify them and use according to your requirement. Chapter 16, lead schedule. ये भी आपके लिए आसानी, सारे लीड शेड्यूल बना दिए. ओके, आप सिर्फ कॉपी करें और लीड शेड्यूल आपके पास अवेलेबल हो, and then you can accordingly use those, schedule according to your requirement, you can tailor it. Chapter 17 is the formats of inquiry and confirmation. We have tried to make a distinction between an inquiry and confirmation also, and very briefly, as far as the bank is concerned, we have given a complete bank reports. Okay, instead of sending for only balance confirmation, it asks for a complete bank report. So it is in a nature of inquiry rather than confirmation. Debtors, creditors में normally we confirm, release we can confirm. Again legal में we have again followed the annexure to the ISA on seeking the inquiry from a legal practitioner, because in certain jurisdiction if you make a general inquiry, your lawyer will not respond. So what you need to do, you need to identify the cases, you need to state that this is the issue, this is the management view, what is your view, and also please confirm that the cases listed above are the complete cases against the client and there is no other pending litigation. हम क्या करते हैं, एक जनरल इंक्वायरी भेज देते हैं, तो जाहिर है कि वो जनरल इंक्वायरी इज नॉट गोइंग टू सर्व द पर्पस. नाउ लोन और टैक्स में जाहिर है कि जनरली यू मेक अ कंफर्मेशन. You don't want to go in detail because you know how to confirm various balances. Inventory count is very, very common, very simple. So इसपे I will not take much of your time. Okay. So इसमें सिर्फ guidelines है, observations of physical inventories. Inventory is observation of physical inventory count checklist and conclusions. तो ये दो हिस्सों में guidelines for